go on the road, shall we? Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. And welcome to Bradford vs MK Dons preview. And we are live on Facebook, Twitter, well, known as X, Twitch, Kick, TikTok, and other social sites. So get your questions in for Lee and myself. And in today's podcast, we'll be talking about the post-match Burnham game, the pre-match MK Dons game, the weather forecast for the MK Dons game, the latest news, also what's on your plate, and last but not least, if you want to chat about, shout about, or vent about anything. And for people on TikTok, seeing your messages coming through, get your questions in for Lee, score predictions for the game, and also if you do want to come and join, head over to Chickens on the Loose podcast on X and come and join myself and Lee, and we'll have more the merrier. So let's jump straight into it, Lee. What was your thoughts on the Burnham game?
The real Bradford City stood up. That's the Bradford City I'm used to watching. Awesome. Really enjoyed it. Just a shame we couldn't go all the way, but when you're paying 10 million for a player and many millions more for the rest of your squad, I think we all understand Birmingham are a team that's going places, and we more than matched them. More than matched them. That's the Bradford City I know and love. I was well pleased, so proud. And for all the fans that went, brilliant show, lads. Brilliant. Absolutely loved it. Lads and lasses, that is. Awesome show. Showed what Bradford's all about.
100% agree with you. Everything you just said there, Lee. The atmosphere was absolutely electric. The light show, the fireworks and other stuff they had was good. Every single one of them Bradford City players held their heads up high. They were absolutely fantastic. Everyone from Bobby Poynton to Walker. It was a shame that we lost in the 88th minute like we did against Wickham. But them boys did me proud in that game. I know it's only a cup, and sometimes people normally say who gives a fuck. But Bradford City did do well, and I am proud of them players. And now I shall be joined by Stan.
Good evening, folks. How are we all doing?
I'm fine, Stan, yourself?
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. Yeah.
All good, mate.
Great. Nice to hear, Lee. Yeah, excellent. I mean, it was a great performance, wasn't it? I thought we gave them a little too much respect for most of that first half. Understandably, but because I think we defended well. Our shape was really, really good. But when we kind of got it up front, we just couldn't keep hold of it. And I think, like probably Graham Alexander said, a bit of nerves. But I'll tell you what, second half, we absolutely had them rattled so much. They were on the ropes. And we did really well. Absolutely agree with everything. I think the lads can be really proud of the performance, of the way that the basically a team that was like flying in League One, that's like basically walking it, were made to really work for that victory. And it was a great game to be there. Great atmosphere. I mean, the light show was all right. I was pretty bored, to be honest, but each to their own. But yeah, it was absolutely fantastic performance, and I think if we play like that for the rest of the season, I think we're looking at autos myself.
Yeah, I've actually gone viral on TikTok with a video, and in the video, basically, Bradford. I don't know if you've seen it, Stan. On the video, I've just basically gone get in there kind of thing. Bradford have scored, got really excited. Then everyone round them is like, "Oh, we're going to Wembley and all that." A lot big Wembley chants gone round. It's only hit 4.81k views on TikTok, so I think I've gone viral on TikTok by all accounts.
very good. That's good to hear, Johnny. Yeah. Obviously, have you seen that? Have you seen that somebody posted the clip of Bobby when he scored? And he was saying something like, "Oh, that's my club" or something, and he was proper pumped when he scored that. And interestingly, at some point in that second half, me and my mate were saying like, obviously Bobby's a great player, but he just needs those moments, like Big Jim at Villa Park and so on. And he got one of those moments. And I said, that kid, how can you not love him? I think if he stays with us for a little while, he has got potential to be legend on a par with Stuart, no doubt in my mind.
And hopefully Haru can hear us today.
Hey guys, you alright?
Haru, I don't know if we're going to have issues with your microphone today.
Can you hear me, guys?
Haru, you might have to sort are you walking?
Yeah.
Yeah, your microphone's shocking, mate.
Hang on, let me get to a bus station and then I'll speak then.
Alright. So, while Haru
out now? Wow.
Yeah, while Haru sorts his issues out with his microphone
now.
again. People on TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, other social sites, if you can, get your score predictions in for the game, for the MK Dons game. Also, questions to ask Stan and Lee. And just welcome aboard everybody who's listening. I've made quite a lot of Birmingham fans over the week. So if any Birmingham fans want to come and join, get yourself over. We've had Steve on Facebook, saw the game on TV, very proud of the boys, plus the away backing was phenomenal. Made a lot of noise. Now we need to take it into the league. Yep, I 100% agree with you there, Steve. We do need to put that into the league, but we'll get onto that in the next 5 minutes. So, Haru, have you sorted your microphone out yet?
Not yet, almost there. Just give me about 2 minutes.
Right, well, Haru sorts that out. We're just going to quickly now move on. Anything else, Stan or Lee, you want to talk anything about the other?
I just want to say I am still feeling so much pride for the lads, for the fans that went, for the management. Bobby Point, and you mentioned a moment, he had a game and a half, didn't he not? And after the game, one thing stood out to me. And that was, I think it's the first time I've ever heard an opposition fan come on in a long time and absolutely praise our team, our club, our fans. It was just magnificent, just absolutely magnificent. Like I said, this is the Bradford city I know and love for a very, very long time, and it's been a long time coming.
It's like, Lee, I think you followed Bradford for, how many years have you followed Bradford?
Well, 1959 as a baby, I was first taken.
So how many years is that, Lee? Because my maths is shocking.
Well, it'll be 66 come this May.
So you've been following City for 66 years, and obviously I bet you've seen highs, lows, but also with the fans.
Seen it all. I've seen it all. And that's why I say, you know, if you're a fan of Bradford City, you just got to stick with it. You can't be a fine weather fan. Do you know what I mean? Just come when we're winning. Get behind them. Them lads need you. They put themselves through whatever training's thrown at them. They turn up, they play, and they really played against Birmingham. Birmingham knew they were in a battle, a big battle. They could have gone out just as easy if we'd have had a little bit of luck. First half, I think, we just sorted out what were what. We were a bit reluctant. We didn't want to get early goals against us. I can understand all that. It was just textbook Bradford City for me.
Right. Haru, any luck?
Right, I should be fine now. Can you guys hear me now?
You're still feeling Dalek-y, mate.
Are you still really faint?
No, I can't. You're like a Dalek at a minute.
Right, let me go off and come back on.
If anything, it's too loud now. It's just like you can't understand what you're saying.
Oh, this is going to be an eventful day, innit? You got any last words, Stan?
Sounds like you're going to put me in front of the firing squad there, Johnny. Yeah, no, just echoing what's been said. I mean, I think I'll tell you what as well. Two things. I think Tyreek Wright has been playing really well these last few games. I think whether Alexander's got into him or whatever, but I think probably the glue down that left-hand side is Bobby, because, everyone who's played at left back has kind of thrived when Bobby's been there. And I also have to give Graham Alexander a lot of credit. I think, I've been his critic, and rightly so. However, I think he's getting a tune out of the side. But me and my mate were kind of analysing it, and he was kind of alluding to it himself, that he's almost going against his instincts. So he's had the wherewithal to change his approach, and I think it's working really well. And for that, I can only say carry on, Graham. You got my backing. Not that he needed it, but he's got it. So.
Did you see his post-match on YouTube today? He said he's probably had to do more learning than the players, and that just tells me the man is pulling everything out of the bag to try and get this team where we belong, and that's not in the 4th division. It's higher echelons. Championship at the least in the next 2 or 3 years.
I think you've got to give him credit for his humility in that.
You've got to, yeah. He's just been totally honest.
Yeah.
Haru, have you sorted?
Right, I should be sorted right now.
There we go.
That's better.
Finally. You come in both ears now. It's like HD quality. Right, Haru, what were your thoughts on the Birmingham game?
Do you know what? I was upset that we lost, obviously, it would have been, but I'm not really bothered right now, because obviously the lads showed amazing performance out there on that Tuesday night. Obviously, Bobby Pointer's goal, me thinking it was going to go into penalty, and then Birmingham scores it at the 88th minute in, making it 2-1. So I had a lot of Birmingham fans come up to me after the game saying, no hard feelings, and I said, you know what, no hard feelings, enjoy Wembley. The lads put out a brilliant performance. I'm happy with the performance of the crowd. The fans were there, loud and proud like always. And Graham Alexander, actually, he's done us proud out there as in management on the game. So did the lads. I think Bobby Pointer celebrated really well. Obviously, it was a very good goal, and I don't really have to say words for it, but the celebration was amazing. The limbs that we did at St Andrews Park was absolutely amazing as well. Because that's all I've got to say. 2-1 defeat. I'm not really bothered, because we put the pressure onto them. We defended really well. It's just Birmingham got lucky. Manchester scored, and they showed a really good side as well. So it's what they are a higher league than us anyways. League One they are. Hopefully we can join them. Well, hopefully we can go up into League One at the end of this season and play as better as the rest of them. But that's all I've got to say about that Birmingham game.
Yeah. And
Can I just say one last thing? Right, the backing that we got down there was absolutely first class. Those lads would have been gutted in that changing room. Our next home game, get behind them, let them know how you feel, let them know you're proud of them.
Exactly.
And my last thoughts on the Birmingham game is obviously on about celebrating. I just went on a hugging mission. I was hugging everybody around me. I don't know what came over me when we scored, when Poynton scored. I went mental and just started hugging everybody. So, right, moving on now. What everyone's here for. Bradford City versus Milton Keynes Dons, aka the franchise. At 3:00 tomorrow at the University of Bradford Stadium. And it's not live on Sky Sports Plus, so you'll have to find it by other means. The referee is Seb Stockbridge, and Mr. Stockbridge has had 14 appearances in League One, dished out 69 yellow cards. He's dished out 1 second yellow, equaling a red. He's given 6 penalties. In League Two, he's had 6 appearances, 16 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, 1 penalty. In the EFL Cup, he's had 2 appearances, 9 yellow cards, no second yellows, no reds, no penalties. In the FA Cup, he's had 1 appearance, 1 yellow card, no second yellow, 1 red, no penalties. Altogether, he's had 23 appearances, 95 yellow cards, 1 second yellow equaling a red, 2 red cards, and 7 penalties. And now going deep diving into everything. So, Bradford City have scored 4 goals in their last 5 matches. Bradford City have won the previous 2 matches against Milton Keynes Dons. Bradford are ranked 2 at home this season. Milton Keynes have scored 5 goals in their last 5 matches. Haven't kept a clean sheet in 5 matches. And Daniel Crowley is ranked 1 in big chances created this competition in 17 games. In the head-to-head, so you could take this as face value or whatever you want to take it as, Bradford City have won 9 games. They have drawn 1 game, and they have MK Dons have won 2 games. So now going over to the Simon Parker article, and the possible lineups for this team for Bradford are Walker, Baldwin, Huntington, Critchlow, Halliday, Smallwood, Pattison, the guy from Crystal Palace, Ard Molio, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, Tommy Lee, who used to play for MK Dons, Bobby Poynton, Michael Mellons with Sarf, Wright, Walker, Kea, Aspley, Johnson and Hilton on the bench. The leading top goal scorer is Andy Cook. We're currently 5th in the league, and last 4 matches we've lost against Burnham. We've 0-0 against Newport, beaten Acker and Stanley at 1-0 and Harrogate 1-0. Team News Jack Shepherd serves a 1-game ban for his red card at Newport, and Callum Cav remains a doubt with a calf injury. Right, moving over to the MK Dons possible team. Cheers, Jimmy. Thanks for WhatsApp message. MK Dons possible lineup, and I do apologise if I pronounce names shockingly. I can't pronounce them sometimes, so here we go. So we got Truman, Evans, Offord, Lawrence, Pattison, Williams, Dan Crawley, Kelly, Gibley, Orsi, and Hogan, with Waller, Hendry, Thompson, Sommers, Niman, O'Reilly, Tomlinson and Harness. Their top goal scorer with 10 goals is Alex Gilby. Their league position is 16. And the last 4 matches, they've drawn against Tranmere, lost against Bromley, and Doncaster 2-1. The referee, Seb Stephenson from Newcastle, is sent off Neil Byrne in City's FA Cup loss at Morecambe. And for people who like to bet, the match odds are Bradford City are 5-6, MK Dons are 3-1, and the draw is 13-5. And last times these sides met, City scored twice in the first 5 minutes to win 2-1 at Stadium MK on the opening day. And while I get my teeth back in and sorted out, right, Haru, what's your thoughts on the MK Dons game? Haru?
Sorry about that, mate. MK Dons versus City at Valley Parade. We did beat them. I remember first game of the season, we did beat them. It was an amazing game, that was. Obviously, the fans made that day as well. Obviously, absolutely mental. I've got a feeling we will beat MK Dons tomorrow at 3. We'll beat them. It won't be tricky, because what MK Dons are 16th in the league, we are 5th. Obviously, on the Tuesday night, Notts County and Wimbledon did draw and lost down 2 points. So if we do win against MK, it's very crucial that we win against MK this Saturday. We will go up to 2nd in the league, with I think about 6 points away from Walsall if we do beat MK Dons. Hopefully we will win. I'm not doubting it. We will win. I'm going to go there in a positive mindset and smash MK and let's get 2nd place.
Stan, the man.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just making myself some burgers, so my hands are kind of greasy, so I've just unmuted myself. Yeah, I think I think it's going to be a tight one because we've not been scoring like highly in games, but we've been keeping clean sheets. So I'm going to say a 1-0. Really, it's there for the taking. I mean, they were looking fancied, weren't they, at the start of the season, but they've kind of fallen away a bit. So we've kind of run with it. So I fancy us by the odd goal, probably like a 1-0 or something, which I'll take all day. And the results went our way as well on Tuesday night, didn't there? There were a couple of draws, Notts County and Wimbledon, didn't they? Drawing their matches or something. So, everybody's got to play each other. So, I fancy a 1-0 win, keep it nice and tight, and put pressure on that top spot.
And Lee?
Yeah, got to disagree with Arun a bit, and I know it's becoming a thing, this. Position at this stage in the season means absolutely nothing. Teams at the bottom and in the mid-league are scrapping for their lives because they're in a position that could easily drop down into that bottom end. So it won't be easy. I will take 2-0, but I will be perfectly happy with a 1-0 win. It won't be easy. It's going to be tough. And we need to just keep that spark burning. And I don't think we'll have many problems, to be honest. I think that they've turned a corner in that game against Birmingham. And if there's no hangover, I can see us going all the way. Automatics, like Stan said earlier, without a doubt. Come on, City!
So for people who are joining on Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, TikTok, even on X, get your score predictions in, please, and I'll read your messages out in a bit. I can see a couple of them coming in. So get your score predictions in, also questions for the panel. My thoughts on the MK Dons game, I think it's going to be a tough game. And like Steve has said on Facebook, yeah, we need to turn up tomorrow in numbers and make it loud and proud. I 100% agree with you there. I think it's also a community takeover day as well from the charity partners of Bradford City. So hopefully everybody will turn up tomorrow and, like Steve said, make it loud, proud. Bradford City fans, get behind the team tomorrow, cheer them on, and hopefully we get 3 points tomorrow. I think it's going to be, I'm going to go 3-0 Bradford tomorrow. I think, is the rest of you done your score predictions? Everyone done? Haru, have you done your score prediction?
Oh, sorry. I'll take a 1-0 win, but I'm going to have to go with you, Johnny. I hope pick a 3-0 victory, but I'll be happy with a 1-0 victory at the moment.
Stan?
Yeah, I said by the odd goal. I think it'll be 1-0, but I'll settle for that.
Lee?
Well, I said 2-0, but I'll settle for 1-0. I don't care. As long as we win and get those 3 points, that is the most important thing for me.
So obviously we have lost Cav for the game tomorrow. Would you guys change anything from the team? Or would you change it about, obviously we've got a couple of injuries. Would you change anything?
I think he's got to bring Mellon in, personally, from a personal point of view. Kid needs to start now, I think. There's an opportunity. We haven't got a full-time number 9 at minute. Jamie Walker had a great game. Wouldn't knock it. But he's not a centre forward. And on that basis, got to start Mellon.
Yeah. Is anyone else got anything want to talk about the MK Dons game?
Yeah, just on, I guess starting Mellon is a good shout. And, I mean, the thing is now, we do have options, don't we? We've got like, we've got a really experienced midfield, some shithouser in there, with Sarcevic and and the other two. And, it's just, I think we've got the ingredients. It's almost like the, seasoned players, but also streetwise players. And, Mickey Mellon's, or Michael Mellon's a good shout up front to start with. But, as I understand it, didn't Jamie Walker start his career at sort of in the middle anyway? So I think we have those options. But then, like, later on in the game, I think Walker went out wide, didn't he? And Sarcevic kind of went in the middle.
He's known as a midfielder, isn't he, Walker? And that's where he's more effective, coming through late in that similar to Patterson type role.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. But, yeah, sort of, and then there's Tommy Lee to take into account as well. So, we've got options there, haven't we? He can play out wide or he can play in the middle. So, yeah, I think things are looking good in that respect.
So we've had Sophie come in on TikTok, who thinks it's going to be 2-0 City against MK Dons. We've had Steve Mundy on Facebook. I'll go 2-0. So just to remind everybody, so the top of the table currently is Walsall on 63 points. Then you've got Wimbledon on 56, Doncaster then 55, Notts 54, Bradford 54, Port Vale 52, Crewe 49, Salford 48, and then Grimsby 48, and then down at Chesterfield 10th on 42. But then we've got Colchester and Bromley both on 42, Fleetwood and Cheltenham 41, Newport 40, MK Dons 39 in 16th, Swindon 38, Barrow 37, Gillingham 34, Harrogate 33, Accrington Stanley, were they exactly, on 30, Tranmere 28, Morecambe 26, and right at the bottom, our favourite team, Carlisle, on 22 points. So then, just quickly now heading over to, before we get to the latest Bradford news, but I don't think there's hardly any. So tomorrow's fixtures are Crewe, Barrow, Morecambe and Walsall. They are both 12:30 kickoff. And then the following games are 3 o'clock. So we've got Accrington Stanley, Doncaster, Bradford MK Dons, Bromley Harrogate, Carlisle Gillingham, Colchester Wimbledon, Grimsby Fleetwood, Newport Cheltenham, Notts County Tranmere, Port Vale Salford, and last but not least Swindon and Chesterfield. So just quickly now going basically from, it's a really tight league from 1st to 9th, I would say. So with Wimbledon tomorrow, they are playing, what did I say they're playing? Who are Wimbledon playing? No, I don't think they're playing tomorrow. I don't think they're playing tomorrow, Wimbledon. So Donny got, who did I say Donny've got? Doncaster. So Doncaster have got Accrington Stanley. So just to kill a bit of time, what do you think the Accrington Stanley Doncaster game will be, Haru? Okay, Stan?
I would probably favour Doncaster because obviously they're up there. So yeah, I think they'd have to be favourites for that game. Although, no, actually, do you know what? They've been sort of faltering, haven't they? And my mate was saying that he'd been on the hashtag, and a lot of Donny fans are actually kind of saying that they've been found out. So I could Accrington might actually nick that one.
What about yourself, Lee? What do you think the Accrington Doncaster score will be?
I think Doncaster need to find a win, and if they're under pressure, it could definitely go against them with Accrington. So let's all give Accrington a shout.
Yeah, I think they're going to win 1-0, Aki. Haru, are you still here? Okay, no, he's definitely gone. Notts County, who've Notts County got? No, I don't like Notts County. Oh, Notts County are playing Tranmere. So what do you think the Notts County Tranmere score will be, Stan? Lee?
I think Notts County will beat Tranmere. Tranmere are just, I don't know what's happened to them this year. On paper, they've got a good side. Not the best side they've ever had, but they're better than where they are. And that's what we're saying to Arun. You can't look at any team in this division this season and say, oh, we'll hammer them. Because it just isn't going to happen. Everybody's fighting for it this year. So I think Notts County will beat Tranmere. Yeah, I do. 2-0.
I think Tranmere are going to win 1-0. Last but not least, go Port Vale. Oh no, there's 2 more games. Port Vale, Salford. I'm hoping that game ends in a boring 0-0 or a draw somewhere. Stan, are you still here, or you still got your hands greased up?
Yeah, sorry, I'm sort of I'm just making my tea, but yeah, I think that'll be probably a draw. Salford and Port Vale. So yeah, I think that'll be a draw, and I think Notts County will be comfortable against Tranmere. So,
What about yourself, Lee?
Sizzling Stan. Yeah, I'm not fussed about that one. A draw would do. One thing I will say though about Doncaster, we've got a game in hand on them now. You know, we win that game, we go above them. So they are where they are right now. Will they stay there? Because again, like he said, they are faltering, and squeaky bum time does have an effect.
And last but not least, we've got Crewe Barrow at 12:30. What do you think the score will be there? I'm hoping Barrow win that, and I hope Tyler Smith scores. So I'm going to say 1-0 Barrow on that. Stan, if you're still here.
Sizzling Stan,
sorry,
are you there?
sizzling away, and I'm just doing my washing up while I'm doing it as well. Yeah, Crewe Barrow, I think probably Crewe will nick that one. Yeah, that's my prediction on that.
And yourself, Lee?
Yeah, I think I'd agree with Crewe nicking that one. Probably 2-1.
Okay, and I forgot to do the weather. So the weather forecast tomorrow, for Saturday, the sun will rise at 12 minutes past 7 and will set at 5:30 tomorrow. It's going to be nice and sunny with a bit of cloud tomorrow. The highest it'll get is about 11 degrees. So you possibly need to take your little small coats with you. And that's your weather forecast. Right. Latest Bradford City news. There's nothing really there. So let's go on to, do you want to chat about, shout about, or vent about anything?
Well, not a chat, not a vent, just, are you ready for the emergence of a Mr. Rupp? Is he due at a game? Should he have been there against Birmingham? Is he there for MK Dons game?
By all accounts,
he was going to be here, didn't they?
Yeah, by all accounts of the fans forum, what was on the other day on Radio Leeds, he is going to be at the MK Dons game.
Yeah, that's what I thought they said. Oh, let's hope he turns up. He's got to be more than happy with how it's going. He's got to be more than happy.
Before we go to Stan, we've had, I can't pronounce that, RYRY on TikTok. He just put coid. We're going to get battered. Stan, have you got anything you want to chat about, vent about anything?
Yeah, just a couple of things really. I think. Oh, sorry, I've just put my bacon in the pan now. Yeah, look, just come back to me in a minute. Sorry.
Okay, so chat about, vent about anything. I've got.
I'll say
really.
something, and it goes out to our fellow podcast people that normally come here. Get back in. I know you're busy, and I know life's hard for everybody, but you know what? It's lovely that we can get together and have a difference of opinion, an agreement of opinion. It just keeps the podcast alive, and we need people to come in. And if there's anybody out there, you've all got opinions, you talk to each other about it, get your backsides in here and give your point of view. We'd love to hear it. I know I would.
Yeah, 100%. We agree with you there, Lee. If you do like hearing our voices every week, I know some of you think I'm a bit marmitey. You either love it or you hate it. Also, I know TikTok, you've got plenty to say. If you do like it, come over to Chickens on the Loose podcast every match day before the game, So if the game's a Tuesday, it's a Monday at 6, and if it's a Saturday kickoff, it is Friday at 6. So get yourselves over, and your opinions do matter. We are for the fans, by the fans. And Stan should be now ready.
Yes. Yeah. I mean, all I can say is like, sort of things. Clubs in a good place, isn't it? Really, sort of things are just ticking away in the background, and there's no dramas. And so I also have to say, Johnny, thank you so much for the entertainment that you provide. A, I mean, you run a great podcast, but B, when you announced Romulo Critchlow, his name, and did you Johnnyism, that made my day, mate. That was so cool. I love the way that you mispronounce the names. It's just so entertaining, mate. It's fantastic.
Hopefully one day we will receive awards with this, and obviously if we do, I will cut this up and I'll give you individually bit by bit.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just waiting for the day that Adebayo, I can't even say it myself, so Johnny's got no chance, but I would love to see what you do to butcher that one.
So do you got anything else you want to chat about, guys, before we go over to Harley? Okay.
Nothing from me.
Nope. Anything, Lee? Any last words?
No.
So, for everybody who doesn't know, Harley is a Carlisle fan, and he also does some vlogs. I've been on one of his vlogs, but I'm here, Harley, today to ask you about what's going on with Carlisle, mate. What's going on with Mark Hughes, our former lovely manager?
The Colchester game, it was a 0-0 draw. So that was good.
You're breaking up, Harley.
Have
you got your dial-up internet connection on?
So it was 0-0. Now, this weekend we've got, trying to think, who do we have?
You have got
Mr. Lewis anywhere near getting a starting shot, do you think?
You've got Gillingham.
Oh yeah, Gillingham. That should be an interesting one, but I reckon we'll win, but I reckon it's going to be like a tight match.
How are you playing under Hughes? Has there been any sort of change? I know obviously he's had a couple of games, but has he tweaked anything in terms of your tactics or anything like that, or how you play?
Yeah, he's changed the squad a little bit. We used to play 3 at the back. Now we've got 4 at the back. I reckon 4 at the back we do play better, just to get us more on the ball, passing and that. We just need a goal scorer, really, just to score these goals to stay in League 2.
Are you creating any chances?
Not really.
So, Lee, did you want to ask Harley a question?
No, just an off chance comment. Is Lewis getting any starts under Hughes, or
no?
Form friends, the part at Coffee Club. I don't know. Has he started that up there?
No, he hasn't started for ages. But
No.
Yeah, Breeze has been starting and made a class save against Colchester. So I reckon Gabe Breeze he's got more of the chance still playing, but I don't know about Harry Lewis. I do miss him playing, and that he's quite a good player, a good shout before the matches and that. So I don't know.
I always found when they were with us, Harry Lewis needs a good defence in front of him. So I don't know what your defence is like this year, but position kind of points to maybe needs work.
Yeah, we've got a new right back. Williamson is injured, and I've been heard that he doesn't like Carlisle United, and that he doesn't like stuff going on and like in the training sessions. So it was a bit strange for that.
That is an odd comment, isn't it? That is just
Yeah,
like, well,
it's strange.
why did he sign?
Someone told me.
Why did he sign?
I
All
don't
about the
know.
money, probably.
Yeah, probably for the
So,
money.
Stan Ollie, have you got
You
any?
got to have a bit of pride in yourself, haven't you? Though you can't be signing for the club and then not liking everything. It's not run by players; it's run by manager. You know.
Yeah, definitely.
So, Stan Ollie, have you got any more questions you want to ask Harley before we start winding down?
Nothing from me, no. Just to say welcome to the podcast, Ali.
Cheers.
Yeah, welcome, Ali. Yeah, just welcome, Ali. You know, you ever feel like you want to come and pop your head in again, feel free. You're welcome.
I think we should make Harley, if he's up for it, if he wants to be the new Carlisle reporter for us. And then he can come on every week and just tell us how his club's been getting on.
Exactly. It'd be nice to get reports from around the grounds.
I couldn't video the game against Colchester United because the security guards told me off that I'm not allowed to video the pitch, but I've been doing it for ages. So
yeah, it's to do with betting laws and everything. I used to do vlogging, and then basically I got told off, so I stopped it. So I thought move over to podcasting. It's a lot safer.
Am I right in saying that there's with each club they all have their own rules, but isn't there some kind of pass license that you can get?
Yeah, I think you can get like a media pass or something from your club or something.
I was trying to do that. Like, I've asked my mum to email them, but they haven't replied back. So I don't know if I should do Gillingham. I might go down and ask someone. And I've asked one of the media teams.
It'll be to do with intellectual property, i.e. that obviously all the big TV companies that are filming it, but we haven't heard you say a single word about filming the football, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I would, maybe if I were you, I'd kind of contact the club and see, even if it's like you're not sort of showing the game, but like a sort of blog type, I'm sure they'd be potentially supportive of that. So yeah, do get in touch with them and see what they can do, or see what they'll let you do.
Yeah, so Harley, million pound question for you: is Carlisle staying up?
Ooh, that is a big question. I would say no. But I would love Carlisle to stay up. But if Carlisle stay up, I reckon they'll come 21st, just by 1 point. Because Trommy has been falling down at the moment, because they could come down with us. But if we win in our next 5 games, we've got the proof to stay up. But the last 5 games, I just couldn't see it happening.
Well, there's an old saying in sports, sometimes you've got to go backwards to start going forwards again. So, and it worked for Grimsby, hasn't it? Grimsby, Bromley's another one, they've come up from non-league and they're flying, so it can happen. Sometimes a backward step can be the thing that saves your future.
Bit like Luton. Luton came up from all the way down, and now they got up to the Premier League, but now they're back in Championship. But they're right at the bottom of 24th, because that's where they could be going down to League One.
Yeah.
So,
how is the proofs with Bradford City going on?
We're doing all right at the minute. Obviously, if we beat MK Dons, we'll climb up the table. Notts County drew the other day and lost against Port Vale the other day as well. So we just need to start winning. And then we've got Bromley on Tuesday. So we've had Sam on TikTok going to say 3-1 tomorrow to Bradford. We've had Nathan on TikTok from a Donny fan. Should easily be 3 or 4 to Bradford tomorrow. And last but not least, question for you, Stan and Lee. We've had TJJJ GB. Hi mate, Carlisle fan here. as well. Is Huntington getting any starts at Bradford?
Yeah, he has had a few starts. And he's come on to good effect. Tidy player. Bags of experience. And he's showing his class, I guess, because he's got good players around him, I suppose. Not saying that he didn't have good players up in Carlisle, but he's got some players around him that get what his job is, and I think he's got a clearer picture of what's needed and wanted for him.
Stan, have you got any thoughts on Paul Huntington?
Yeah, I mean, I think he's obviously took a little while on it to get some sort of fitness up, and when he's come on, for the most part, he's done all right. I mean, I think the first choice really is at the moment it's Jack Shepherd in the middle, Baldwin on the right, and also Critch at the left, sort of centre half position. So. Yeah, and it'll be down to obviously suspension. So Huntington will probably start in the middle, is my guess.
What does everybody think of the new sort of left wing back, Adaramola?
He's pacey.
I think he's pacey, and I think he's quality. It's what we've needed. I've been shouting for a left back all season long and pre-season. We need a left back of that ilk, I think. I don't know whether we'll sign him permanent, but something like that is what we should get, I think. Anybody agree, disagree?
I agree with you, Lee. He's a pacey player when he came on, and there's a lot of promise there. I think it's like a Bobby Poynton mould. There's a lot of promise in that guy from Crystal Palace, and I don't think we've got a chance of getting him on like perm. But like if we extend the loan or something like that for next season, I hope he'll come to Bradford and just do what he did when he came on the other day. Stan?
Yeah, in my opinion, I think Palace are just getting in game time, so I don't think we'd stand a chance really. I mean, I've heard obviously good things from the Newport game, which is good to know, because obviously at left back now I think we have options as well, so and cover. So yeah, I can't see it happening. I can't see us signing him unless he's just doesn't reach the heights that Palace are expecting. Then you potentially, if we were saying League One, but I haven't seen the kid, so I can't really say. But yeah.
And last but not least, Harley, do you just want to plug your YouTube channel, bud?
The YouTube channel for Carlisle United, it's called CUFC 50.
Okay, and Stan's been teasing us all podcasts with his food, so Stan, what's on your plate, lad?
What is on my plate? I've just served it up now. It's just burgers, burger patties, and bacon. I've been back on the carnivore diet for about 7 weeks now. So I'm just having some meat and more meat.
You having it dry, or you having a bit of sauce on it, Stan?
Oh no, it's got to be dry. It's got to be dry. Yeah, plenty of salt, and it's because otherwise it's kind of like going against the sort of, if you're going to be strict like carnivore. But yeah, it's just some nice 20% fat burgers and bacon.
Nice. Lee, what about you, bud?
Well, tonight I had quiche Lorraine with a few chips and some peas.
Nice.
But Stan, carnivore diet is interesting me greatly. I know what it is, but do me a favour and let me know how you get on with it.
Oh mate,
I'm thinking seriously about trying it.
Oh, do it. If you have autoimmune issues and so on, I'll send you some links for people to follow and some ideas for.
Oh, magical.
Say again, sorry.
Magical. I look forward to that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, just as an example, so half a kilo of ground beef, 20% fat. I make 2 burger patties out of it. It's £2.70, and then I'll get some some braising steak and put them in a crock pot, And then the stock that comes out of it, oh my word, it's amazing. But
that's my favourite way to eat braising steak. It's
basically high fat, zero carbs, and plenty of red meat.
But type 2 diabetic, so getting away from carbs is a good thing for me. So
yes, trust me, it will be the right thing. I mean, I must add, this isn't medical advice. However, I'll send you links of people to follow and information and just sort of like channels and stuff like that. And but just basically sort of you won't go wrong. There'll be some what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of adaptation. You know, if you kind of like a little on the sort of high carb side and so on. But and I'm happy to kind of point you in the direction. So I'll send you. I
want away from carbs fully. I was going to go fully. I've looked at keto diets and stuff like that. Didn't really work for me, didn't that?
The thing I find with keto is it's fine, but like it's very hard to track the macros because it's like, are you having too many carbs and so on? Whereas like carnivore, it's very straightforward. I've just
you mentioned the stock that comes out of your braising steak. Would you class that as gravy or?
Yeah, effectively it is.
And you can have that.
Oh, I drink it. I drink it in a cup.
Man after my own heart, mate. Man after my own heart.
Are we changing to cooking hour with Stan? What's on your plate, lad?
Exactly. But it's like, so
what's in your bowl and your cup?
Yeah, so all the nutrients that you get, but all the collagen and everything, and it's just I mean, red beef is the most nutrient dense food that you'll eat ever. So happy to chat.
I'm a big steak fan, so I've got to be honest. That's pork steaks, beef steaks, lamb steaks.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good.
Yeah,
So I'm
can you have eggs? Because they're protein.
Yeah, you can have eggs. I mean, eggs.
That's one of my favourite breakfasts. Is like steak and eggs. But
amazing. I mean, I had for lunch. I had, what did I have today? I had some roast salmon, and sometimes I'll have roast salmon with some.
Yeah, that's where I fall down. I cannot stand salmon at all.
That's okay. That's okay. I mean,
but I do like sea bass.
Yeah.
Go on.
So, can we move on to Harley now? You're making me hungry here.
Let's move on to
what's on your plate, lad?
I'll
we shall talk, Stan. We shall talk.
Yes.
I had pepperoni pizza today.
Nice.
A 25-inch pizza. Can't beat it.
Happy days. Can't go wrong with a big pizza, can you? I've had beef bourguignon, Yorkshire puddings, some like creamy, cheesy thing, and gravy. We're all right. Right. So it's that time again to mute that. So I want to say thank you for Harley, Stan, Lee, Haru, people who've all listened all over social media. Thank you very much for coming along today. TJJ, to answer your question, what slides me nicely into the podcast will return again on Monday at 6 p.m. where we're talking about the post-match MK Dons game and we'll talk about the Bromley game. So if people do want to come along, same time, 6 o'clock Monday, come and join Stan, Lee, myself and other people who join. Hopefully Harley will be there as well so we can talk about the Carlisle game. So if you do like what you're listening to, you can follow us on all podcast services. Also, we're on Nation Radio as well. We've joined them recently and also other social sites. Get you sent on to Up the Chickens as well on Facebook, where we've got a small Facebook page where we do Golden Goal every week and also do Super Six every year. Also, we've got Chickens on the Loose on Facebook, Twitter, X, so give me a follow on there. Hope Bradford City do win tomorrow. Hope Cal get relegated. Hope Burnham lose in the final. Wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Always remember, up the chickens. Good night.
Bradford, it's Beagrey. He's got to make this his glory days. So let's all rally round and really make a sound that echoes across the valley from our city's football ground.